in the pro gaming scene, I figured it would be opportune to finally rant about the EVO Championship Series and the slow disintegration of what it once was. And I mean, it's clearly successful, but pro gaming itself, I mean, it's sort of, people hear it and they think it's just a strange and demented moonscape. You know, it's a volatile, just highly combustible formula comprised of equal parts arrogance, cliquishness, and the all too occasional dazzling display of just unbridled motherfucking skill, you know? And for evidence of the former, to shamelessly compliment our guest, just look no further than our lovely guest on today's show, because this girl is to a plastic fretboard what French people are to rudeness. Yet, these days, it seems just no gamer is considered truly elite unless they ascend to the hallowed halls of the EVO Championship Series, which I personally find quizzical. Like, in my personal experience floating around the fighting tournament scene, albeit briefly between 2005 and 2007, I witnessed the absolute apex of the EVO Championship Series, in my opinion. But with the announcement of Street Fighter IV, and this was the formative event, in late '07, and EVO shacking up shortly thereafter with Capcom of America, I've also seen the protracted degeneration of what was formerly the finest fighting game tournament in the entire West. I mean, the sad fact is that EVO sold their souls to Capcom, a company that these days is more familiar with the term soul when it's used to describe the sole fucking investor they have left. EVO hitching their wagon. I needed someone to do a rim shot there. But EVO hitching their wagon to just the mange dyspeptic fucking Clydesdale that is Capcom 5 minutes before they topple the fuck over and neigh their fucking last. It's a shitty development for two reasons. Number one, it means that every year Capcom releases an unplayable piece of shit, it is automatically treated to top billing at that year's, EVO event. See also Street Fighter X Tekken, which, in case you missed my top 5 turds of 2012 video, happened to be easily the most festering, sweet corn bespeckled heap of shit I had the displeasure of ingesting in 2012. And two, because it means that with Capcom falling out of the money tree and smacking every branch on the way down, without a radical readjustment, EVO is soon to follow. And sadly, at this point, they almost deserve it. EVO removing Super Street Fighter II Turbo from the sanctioned tournament lineup in 2011 for the first time since the tournament's goddamn inception, and doing so permanently, was the competitive gaming equivalent of the Yankees unretiring Babe Ruth's goddamn jersey number. And Johnny-come-latelys will counter, of course, with hard numbers. And why the fuck wouldn't they? I mean, between 2012 and 2013, EVO more than doubled its number of participants. But if those same people purport that switching from more popular titles to simply whatever new shit Capcom is whoring that weekend is what got them to that place, well, that person couldn't be any more full of shit if he were the only Portageon at EVO 2013. Street Fighter Alpha 3, Super Turbo, and Turd Strike were featured repeatedly in some configuration thereof from the tournament's founding in 1996 until just 2 years ago. And those numbers continued to double and even triple, even reaching a fever pitch in '07 with a public tournament, actually it may have been '06, with a public tournament set up right in the middle of the San Diego Comic-Con. I mean, the game on offer was Super fucking Turbo. EVO, you are a fighting game tournament, not a pulp culture event, not an excuse to chant the phrase get hype until your keyboard snaps the fucking half, and not Capcom's advertising wing. Remember this or choke on my dick until I feel a draft. I'm Razörfist, got fucking speed.